So guys, I'm going to discuss very fast regarding the 1.5 days strategy before the exams. That is after finishing your costing exams for the group 2 inter auditing. There is 1.5 days after costing exam before auditing exams. Okay. Now for those people who are having exemptions in costing or 2D scheme where they have only auditing and FMSM, you can edit. Okay. You can see the order. Uh, I'll just share it. Okay, so what I feel is you would have studied auditing for last 6 months or last 9 months. You would have been doing revisions for last 3 months. But what I feel is last 1.5 days, whatever you read and study, that will be in your mind more. Am I correct? So last minute, whatever you read, it will be in your mind more fresh. So I've put this 1.5 days. What is this 1.5 days? After finishing the costing exam. Okay, how many hours hardly you will get? Evening time, na? After your exam, get freshen up and you may get around 4 to 5 hours. No time to rest much. Guys, you may get around 4 to 5 hours. Finish off all the small chapters, kuti chapters you finish off. Chapter 1. Come on, guys, what is chapter 1? Nature, objective, and scope of audit. In that, which essay will come? Can someone say? Come on, quick. Nature, objective, and scope of audit. In that essay, 200 will come. In 200, concentrate more on your objective, scope, and inherent limitations of audit, very important. Then that chapter has a lot of other things. Essay, SRE, SAE, SRS, SQC. Okay, so maximum you take 1 hour for that chapter, finish revision. Then you go for the ethics and terms of engagement, which is nothing but chapter number 11. In that, which standard? Essay 210, SQC 1 and Essay 220. But don't leave the fundamental principles, ethical requirements. Along with that, you can finish the audit documentation. At audit documentation, Essay 230. Now for this we said, how many hours we said for chapter 1? 1 hour. For this, put 1 hour. For audit documentation, maybe you can put 1.5 hours here. Okay, for audit documentation, I think you can just need half an hour. Okay, so totally 1.5, half an hour. So how many? 3 hours. If possible, items in FS. Totally there are 11, 16, 17 items are there main. Items in FS, which is chapter 5. Do few items along with it. Maybe share capital is important, borrowings is important, enough. Maybe your 30 to 40 minutes, do 3 or 4 items. Can't you finish this in the first day after costing exam? At a target which I put, it should be attainable. That's why I'm asking you yes or no. Now comes the main day. This is the day in which you should be most productive and it should cover more topic. This is a day before the exam wherein it's a full day you will get. So guys, main chapter, most important chapter in auditing is chapter 4. I feel lot of issues means confusions when question comes. Chapter 4, essay, 500, 501, 505, 510, 520, 530, 550, 610. First, whenever you are fresh, finish off that. But time little bit you may take. How many hours you will take? And it's only a rapid revision. So I'm putting rough about 2 hours, 2 hours, 2 or 2.5 hours. Then go to completion and review. At a completion and review, chapter 4 is audit evidence. Chapter 7 is completion and review. Balance of essay 500 series, 560, 570, 580. Very important essays. Okay. Then 260, 265, 450. This is all very easy. Kuti essays. For this also 2 hours. This you can increase to 2.5. So by then, morning time will be over. Morning time over. Now take rest, have food, all those things. Then come to audit report chapter. Audit report. Essay 700, 701, 705, 706, 710. Don't forget your best friend, which is Caro. Section 143. I forgot to say, whenever you're finishing one slot, do few items in FS. Did you see this? Did you see this? Did you see this? Can you acknowledge? Whenever you finish slots, do 2 or 3 items in FS. Already here you have done 2 or 3 items. Again 2 or 3 items. Again 2 or 3 items. Again 2 or 3 items. You're just going through the books or your short notes or whatever it is. Now you would have reached. For audit report chapter, I think you will need again 2 to 2.5 hours. Now you would have reached afternoon. Am I correct? Afternoon time. Afternoon or 3 o'clock, whatever it is. Now go to audit of bank. Bank audit. How much hours you need? Bank audit. Okay, bank audit again, as you said, 2 hours you put. Again, 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock. Items in FS you do. Now it's evening time, 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock, do 2 or 3 items in FS. What items that you can decide? Now evening, have tea, coffee, etc. Then go to audit strategy program, which is essay 300. Very small chapter, but minute things are there. For audit strategy planning, I think you may need only 1.5 hours. That's fine. Then towards the, have dinner and before you sleep, complete risk assessment, internal control, 315, 330, 320. Internal control. I think most probably you will finish by this. You may not get time for automated environment. Okay? Because this itself will take 2 hours. Before you sleep, don't forget to do items in FS. Are we clear? Then, the next day before the exam, if possible, automated environment. At which chapter automated environment? Pending off. Last chapter, chapter 3. Do that. That will take only 45 minutes maximum. We didn't go through chapter 9 different entities. So guys, sorry, it got cut. Yeah. So we are in the day of the exams and we have completed the automated environment. As we said, automated environment is the last part of the chapter number. And which chapter? Chapter number 3. Now, going to the last chapter, which is pending, which is audit of different entities. Audit of different entities, there are a lot of audits like cinema, hotel, hospital, education, club, charitable, doing all the 14, 15 audits are there. In that chapter, there are 14 or 15 different audits are there. Doing every audit may not be practicable. So what you do is you put around 2 to 2.5 hours time. If I compare cinema theatre, the main revenue. Okay, what are the main revenue? Ticket collections. Hospital, what are the main things? You might have some class notes or chart. Go through that. Now there are some important items like government audit, like expenditure audit is very important. C&DG role or duties is important. Local body, objective of local body audit is important. Cooperative society is important. Like that, important topics you try to cover in this 2.5 hours. Did you get? So 45 minutes automated environment, 2.5 hours different entity. If there is anything pending of items in FS which you feel important, do that. So I think with that, your time will be over. Now that's your day of the exam. And yes, to wind up, Ada, can you reply whether you understood the schedule? With this schedule, I have tried to cover from chapter number 1 to all the chapters I've tried to touch. Ma'am, is it possible? I've given you the time along with the reply from you I've put. Why I'm trying to cover all the chapters before the exam? As I said in the beginning, what I feel is you might have been revising 6 months, you have been studying for 9 months. Whatever said and done, whatever you do in the last 1.5 days will be more fresh in your mind. So that's why, as far as possible, try to cover all the important topics, at least run through. Okay, as a last minute reminders, before the exams, yes, you need adequate sleep. I meant adequate, not less, not more. So try to have 6 hours sleep, the day before the exams. And guys, before and after the exam, please, please, please avoid last minute discussions. I don't know why students do. Personally, I've not done for my exams. 15 minutes before the exams, you are entering into the hall at 1:30. Don't try to discuss. You Caro, how many classes? 21st class, what is that? Hey, last minute discussion, you might feel, oh, if we ask Caro that class, it may come. But I feel it will make you more tensed. So 15 minutes before the exam, before you enter into the hall, at least 15 minutes, half an hour to 15 minutes, please avoid last minute discussion. You may feel it is more useful, but I think you will be more stressed. As I told you, please put time management MCQ in the tips and tricks video. I've said for the MCQ 30 minutes maximum, for each descriptive question 30 minutes. Okay. And guys, you have done your best. Now it is the exam time. You guys are warriors. You have sacrificed your sleep, your time with the friends, your time with the family. You have sacrificed a lot. You have done your part. So now, like a warriors, face the exam and give your best, leave the rest. Okay. So stay focused, give the best, and trust the process, and result will be successful. Okay. And after the exams, go back, take short rest, and study for the next paper. Now, don't go to the YouTube, or don't go. I'm just saying from my part, what is the answer for that MCQ? What is the answer for this? Because you may not get any outcome, because already your paper is over. So it might end up missing the next paper. So guys, with this, all the very best for the exams, and I hope each and every one of you will be emerging successful. Okay. So I'm waiting for you to give me message with successful. All the best. So guys, nothing is impossible if you think it is possible. Okay. I always say to the students, think positive, work hard, then everything is possible. So let me wrap up my tips and tricks with this, because a lot of people are saying, ma'am, we are doing. Is it possible? Just think of yourself. I'm saying to someone, is it possible? Is it possible? If I'm asking to someone, they themselves will start doubting. Now I'm saying to someone, it will happen. Nadakkum, mudiyum, you can do. Ninakku pattum, ninnekondu sadhikkum. Unakku mudiyum, you can do. If I'm saying something like this, which is better, option 1 or option 2? I'll say in 2 languages. Ninnekondu pattuda, ninakku pattum. Unakku mudiyum, you can do. Which you feel better? You say option 2, right? So guys, be positive. Be positive. There are a lot of people in the society to spread the negative things. Why join the negative people, da? You think positive. Think it is possible. There is no limit to the thinking. Who is going to restrict you guys? There is no limit to your thinking. So be positive. Let's see what is going to happen. So think positive. Life has a lot of things. So all your dreams will come true if you have courage to pursue them. So as I said, one day you guys will sign your balance sheet. One day you will lead your board meeting. Then we guys will be called as chartered accountants. That day you will be proud of yourself. We will be successful. Okay. So keep going. With that, I will wrap my tips and tricks. All okay? If all okay, put a message in the comment box, successful. Come on, put a message, we will be successful. So that's it, guys. So I'm waiting whenever your exam results are coming. I wanted it to be successful. Okay. So put the comment success. We will be successful.